Hello, everyone. My name is Michelle Andretti, and I'm going to be discussing the movie documentary Human Flow, as well as addressing one of the articles that we read. This documentary was very insightful for me. I had previous experience working with refugees in a few times in my life. A couple of those times it was internationally, as I served at refugee camps, and more recently, it was in Anaheim with the Voice of the Refugees organization. But it's been over 10 years since I served. And so to see the things that are happening to people in other countries and even somewhat our country as well, um, where these refugees are not getting their basic needs met, is empowering and discouraging. And by empowering, I mean it lights a fire inside for us social workers to want to make a difference in international policy change, in policies that the UN currently has. But it seems as though the enforcement of these policies isn't strong. For example, the fact that many refugee camps lack food, um, running water, shelter, showers, just some very basic needs. And the people that are living at these encampments are getting sick. Um, they're struggling with mental health issues, and some of them are even passing away. And so the idea that these people at one point in their lives may have been thriving, and now they're just struggling to survive, even while living in other countries that are supposedly under the authority of the United Nations, is surprising. Um, Something that it reminded me of was the article that we read on the Committee of Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. And that committee says that every 3 to 5 years, for any country that has agreed to the UN's oversight, they are supposed to basically go in and audit the human rights of that country that the country is giving to their people as well as to refugees. But I'm wondering what they do at that point to enforce these human rights, because there are still many people in countries that are underneath the authority of the UN that are not giving people equal access to rights, giving the refugees equal access that their own native people have. And so, as social workers, I just think it's highly important that we address that, especially if we're going to be working international social work, that we realize that it is a significant global concern right now that we're facing. And as Christian social workers who have attended a Christian university, and I think that we need to prioritize the fact that God created everyone with inerrant dignity and rights, and that He Himself, when He came to earth, as Jesus came to earth, that He promoted human rights of marginalized people while He was here. And so that's our example that we should follow. And I think overall, there is quite a lack of care, even in our own country, for asylum seekers, as there's current policies that are closing our borders and making it more challenging for people to enter.